So everyone, hiya. Again, my name's Adam Reed and I'm just off Sandling Station. Sandling Station's to the right over here. The car park is over here, in this direction. And there's a footpath that comes, you go through the car park of the train station and there's this footpath that goes along. And I don't know if you guys are familiar, but there's been a ghost, a mythical creature called the Mothman. Now I know that might sound silly, but the Mothman is a legend, a tale, a real story in fact, that actually exists, and you can find it in the archives. And it all happened in 1960 something, I believe. I'm going to leave some information down below. But in 1960 something, there were a group of youths walking along this very footpath, okay? A group of youths walking along this footpath. In fact, they were going the other way, where I've come from. But basically, they were walking along this footpath, and I think it was like 4 of them all saw a mythical creature coming over the trees. It was a ball of fire, and then the witness testimonies say that it turned into this creature that was moth-like. It had the body of a human, the wings like a giant moth or some kind of bat, but it didn't have a head like a human. This actually got reported to the police. There's definitely a presence in Saltwood in general. Down this footpath, if I'm honest, it feels quite calm, feels peaceful, the birds are singing. So yeah, we're gonna have a look for Mothman. If we don't find him, we're gonna have a look at some other haunted locations, specifically Slaybook Hall, which the history to that is very fascinating. So we'll have a little explore and then we'll go over there. God bless you. I hear footprints. Is it Mothman? I will say this Mothman creature is said to be extremely intelligent. There's no flies on Mothman. Right on cue, I have found the tunnel, the disused tunnel. Looks kind of spooky over there, but we'll go and have a look. Did anyone hear that? We'll have to be careful. We'll have to be careful because we don't know if there's any homeless people or whoever might be there. So yeah, we'll just approach with caution. Didn't realise it'd be as wet as this. Would have taken my hiking shoes. Yeah, this is very strange, this place. Such an eerie place, this. Almost like the trees are all fallen down. Almost as a warning not to come closer. So yeah, like I said, steam has been seen coming from this tunnel. We'll just approach with caution. And the ghost is said to patrol this tunnel as if they're working there, and you know, they feel they're still doing their duty in life, I guess. But yeah, let's explore further. Yeah, so the problem I have now is there's loads of water. I'm not going to record myself because knowing me, I'll probably fall in. Hello, is there anyone there? Hello? Crikey, it sounds really echoey. Hello? So here it is, the old abandoned train tunnel from 1952. Is there anyone here? Can you give me a sign? I come in peace, I mean no harm, I'm just curious, that's all. I reckon if you came here in the middle of the night, your mind would play all sorts of tricks on you. Unfortunately, it's soaking wet right the way through the tunnel, so I can't really venture any further. Maybe in the height of summer, all that water might disappear and I can find out some more. Hi then guys, so just so you know, for accountability, I've got 2 cat balls. Okay, here are my cat balls, there they are. Sorry, I needed to focus in on them a bit more. There are my cat balls. As you can see, they don't easily go off. You can shake them, you can roll them. They go off by literally pressing them in. They're facing up to make this like a fair test. And I'm going to ask if there's anyone here, can you please touch these devices? These cat balls, wherever they've gone, there they are. Zoom in on them. Can you please make these cat balls go off? All you have to do is press them in to communicate. So, if there's anyone with me, please touch the top of those cat balls. I'm going to show you what to do again. Anyone in the tunnel, anyone outside the tunnel, just press this cat ball and it will go off. Okay, can you see that? I'm going to turn it off again. If there's anyone that would like to communicate, could you please press these cat balls? Make them go off, if that's okay. Can you press them in for me? Is there anyone here with me? Can you press one of the cat balls if there is? Is there anyone here that would like to communicate? Okay, I'm not getting anything with regards to those cat balls. They might go off, and if they do, then I'll obviously switch a camera around to them. I don't know what I think of this place, to be honest. It's so secluded and isolated that you think you're hearing things. That you think you're hearing rustling from up there or around here. But yeah, nothing's really happening. I'm a bit surprised this tunnel's so wet because it never used to be. I'm not sure if you could hear that on camera, but I feel like I keep hearing footsteps around me. Or maybe even Mothman is floating around somewhere. Maybe I'll go up there and see what's occurring. On second thoughts, I've just tried going up there, and yeah, my knee doesn't like it. Unfortunately, I've got a dodgy knee, so I think that's the end of the investigation for this place. Not really anything occurring. Comment in the comment section if you believe that you saw something or that you heard something. I mean, there's some noises because the train station's quite close, so that's not really anything. So I think we'll make our way out of this place now. Okay, every blessing. See you on the other side. Changed my mind, Cora. I'm an indecisive sod, and at times. Yeah, I decided to go and have a look along the top because I heard sounds coming from the right-hand side over there, and instead of going up the bank, by the tunnel. I'm going to go up these stairs instead. So I've just come from here. These steps. There's a tunnel down there, not sure if you can see it or not. It's a bit cluttered over. So I'm just going to walk to the top of these stairs. Lovely walk over here, by the way. If you ever get the chance, whether you want to see if you can find a ghost in that tunnel or just sandling in general. Very, very historical place and beautiful nature, especially up Rock Hill and those areas. Anyway, I need to get up to the top and catch my breath. Talk to you in a bit. Toodly-doo. So, just walked through, make sure my mic's on, it is. Just walked through this footpath. Yeah, from the train station bridge, you know, the old bridge, that really old bridge. Went over the top and then it took me out this footpath. And over here, we turn to my right. There's a house on the corner that is called Slaybook Hall. And it's one of the most haunted houses, apparently, in the UK. And I'm just going to walk up to it and then I'll tell you a bit about its history. Okay, so out of respect for the owners of the house, it's currently for sale. I'm not doing a disservice because it's no secret that this property is haunted. It's famous for being haunted and having a really dark history. So, but I'm not gonna record too close to the house, just out of respect, privacy. It's up for about 1.4 million. No one seems to stay at this house long. Apparently testimonies of people who used to live at the house is it is extremely, extremely haunted. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history of this house, starting with this river that's down here. So Slay Brook is slay, to kill, to slay someone. Brook is a little bit of water, as we can see here. And it is said that during the Roman times, around the village of Saltwood, up to Canterbury, when the Romans come in, they occupied the villages, the towns, the local surroundings. So apparently in Saltwood, they hid in trees, the Romans. No, not the Romans, sorry. The villagers hid in trees. They had their houses taken. And especially the owners of Slaybook Hall, sorry. They decided to fight and take things into their own hands. So they used to climb into the trees and they created a movement where many people were doing it. The villagers of Saltwood were not going to take it lying down. They hid in the trees and then they said to have jumped out upon the horse and carts, and they robbed the Romans, beat up the Roman people, took what was rightfully theirs. Anyway, the person in charge, the Roman council in charge, I guess, they got wind of this, that the villagers weren't lying down, and they ordered everyone in the town, they ordered everyone in the village of Saltwood to be put to death. Men, women, and children. And the brook, where we get the name Slaybook Hall, the villagers were dumped in the brook, and there were so many people that were killed, executed, and then just dumped in that river, or that little stream, that the stream is said to have turned red because there was so much bloodshed. And this all happened at Slaybook House. It was home to a great battle during the Roman times, and it's said to a Roman officer or someone, a Roman soldier, is said to haunt this area, and he's got that fierce look on his face apparently, you know, like he's ready for battle, like he's not gonna take anything lying down, and he's said to haunt the grounds of this kind of area. So I'm not on the property. Slaybook House, home to many ghosts. Another testimony of this house, a friend of mine, I'm not going to say his name just in case he doesn't want me to share it, because I know people think that people who are into these stories are cranks. You probably think I'm a crank. But anyway, he might not want his name shared. So this particular person used to travel back from London late at night, and often he would reach Slaybook Hall, and from there he would be followed by a woman he believes from Victorian times, riding in a coach with horses. And this area is also said to be haunted by an eccentric Victorian lady, and I believe it could be that Victorian lady. He's very, you know, he's not a liar. He's a very honest person. Whether it's his imagination or not, it's late at night. This house has got a lot of history. You know, God only knows whether it's his imagination or not. But I know that he's an honest person, and yeah, that's what he says. I would love to interview the people from Slaybook Hall, but obviously I'm not going to knock on their door, as tempting as it is. But yeah, another day. So I'm going to put some cat balls out just in this little area, because it's the grounds and the surrounding area which is supposed to be pretty haunted as well. And we'll see what happens. So I'm going to put a couple of these bad boys out, these cat balls. Okay, see if anything touches them or does anything to them. I've decided to spread them out a little bit. I don't know if you can see them on camera, you should be able to. And so if there's anything here with me on this random footpath next to Slaybook Hall, could you please touch those cat balls where the lights are shining so you can't quite see them? Please press this button here. This button here. If there's anyone with me, please touch these cat balls where the light's shining there. And there's another one there, which is slightly out of reach, which is a bit annoying. Move the camera back a bit. There. So kind of there, there, and there. If there's anything here with me, can you touch those balls, those objects, and they will light up. So just going to try the spirit talker, see what we might get in relation to Romans or whatever. Okay, so if there's anything here, can you talk into this device? I don't think this is true or it works, but let's have a go anyway. Is there anything here? Is there someone here? Am I alone?
You are appreciated.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Anything else? Anything else? Thank you for that word. It's a bit more encouraging when you have positive words. Anything you can say onto this speaker thing, this spirit talker, to make me know that this is real?
Cursed.
Cursed. Yeah, a lot of people are killed in that river, weren't they? So yeah, I guess it was pretty bad. Just seen the spotlight go on in that house. Hang on. But it keeps going on and off like it's seen someone, or maybe it has. I need to stop being nosy. Anyway. What else do you want to say? Can you tell me something about what happened in Saltwood all those years ago? I don't think you're very strong because you haven't turned on those lights, those cat balls. So I don't think you're very strong at all. 17 what? 17 deaths, 17 ghosts in that house? What? What's going on? 17 what? That light keeps going on and off. There's a spotlight over there. I don't want to make it too obvious. But it keeps going on and off. In that house. Like outside the house. It's a spotlight that goes on and off. But no one's there. It's very, very strange. And now it's off, then it's on, back on again. I don't know if you can see from there. Thank you. I like to be friends with everyone. So that's cool. That goes off again. Do you see that? Definitely on the camera that time. There's a spotlight outside the house that keeps going on and off. As though it's seen something. And then it goes. There you go. And again.
Invoke.
Invoke. I'd love to see a reaction. Because you can't curse what God has blessed. So I'd love to see you try. It keeps going on again. On and off, that light. That is so curious. Can you guys think of an explanation to that? Please put in the comments. It's off again. Anyway, I think that's a wrap. I think the most interesting thing is from going to the old tunnel The old tunnel.
Watch out.
Watch out, yeah, okay. So, going to the tunnel and this house, Slaybook Hall, is that spotlight going on and off. It's gone on again.
I only want to be heard.
Okay, I hear you. It's gone on again. And in a minute, that blooming thing's going to go off. And there is no one there. I can see better than the camera, and it's gone off again. So I think that is the most interesting thing that I've seen today. If there's an explanation for that, put it in the comments. I know some people might say a leaf blowing blast or the cat or something, but it was going off on and off all the time, like all the time. So I can't believe it's an animal. If it's a fox, it gets scared off. If it's a cat, it'll probably run off. Yeah, that light going on and off is strange, to say the least.
Potential.
Anyway, I'm going to shoot now. And see you next time for some more crazy adventures. Yeah, God bless you all. Keep loving Jesus, and talk to you next time.